Numbers don't matter.
Go, girls!
Both teams in the middle of the field. The Westside Breakers from West LA and the South Bay Gunners out of Redondo Beach in the girls under 12 championship game here in the NHB Cup 2010. All right, let's get the lineups for both teams. First for the South Bay Gunners Black. They're head coached by Matt Kinnell, and Eric Cahalan is the assistant manager, and Yvette Brown is the team mother. The keeper will be Caitlin Terrace, and number 2 will be Mika Mooring. Number 6 is Peyton Callahan. Number 7 is Maddie Kinnell. Number 8 is Brennan Knott. Number 12 is Sammy Gutierrez. Number 9 is Clark Brown. Number 11 is Alexis Cesare. Number 15 is Jessica Thibodeau. Number 16 is Valerie Dominguez. Number 11, or make that 19, is Essie Bonney. Number 22 is Lizzie Faber. And number 20 is Sarah Gibson. For the Westside Breakers, they're head coached by Mike Page, and Amy Whitbroat is the team manager. The keeper will be Lindsay Avant. Number 1 is Sophie Krasny. Number 2 is Jane Baumgardner. Number 3 is Brooke Tobin. 4 will be Ashley Dorsey. Number 5 is Samantha On. Number 7 is Skylar Waller. 8 is Samantha Messing. 10 is JJ Whitbroat. 11 is Jordan Doctor. 15 is Kiana Ferguson. 20 is Katie Dunbar. 23 is Claire Chappis. 88 is Chloe Klinman. And number 99 is Natalie Jones. And we are underway as the Gunners will be going from right to left on your screen, and left to right is the Westside Breakers. And the ball into Central as it heads toward the attacking third for the Gunners Black, and it's going to be a corner kick. And if I didn't let you know, I am Greg G.K. Porter with Jim Costa on a camera. Over here at the Fountain Valley Recreation Center, Fountain Valley, California.
In front of her.
The first set piece for the Gunners Black.
Stay with her, class.
And they swing it out, and they have a deflection and a goal. Go, 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 go. And it is 1-0 in the first set piece of the match. And so that was a fantastic goal. Maddie Kinnell getting the goal as it went off of upper part of her shoulder into the back of the net. It is 1-0.
Step it up!
At midfield now. Dorsey pushing forward, but the center defender on a long ball and then push right back to him. And right now, with it, is the Gunners Black to the outside. Peyton Callahan trying to go after it. Ran out of real estate to throw in. for the Westside Breakers. Intercepted. A drop back, and now in the central as they work it into the 18-yard box with Thibodeau, who scored the first goal, we believe, in a match.
Stop ball watching.
A touch there by Sammy Gutierrez, and looking for Thibodeau. It's knocked out by the Westside Breakers. Throw in for the Gunners Black.
JJ, you're not even ready for the throw.
1-0.
Wake up.
The Gunners Black leading in this match. Early moments of the match. It's going to be a corner kick. Sarah Gibson will take it. So Matt Kennel's squad getting on the board first, and right now they have another set piece. An opportunity maybe to add another one. And it's an out swinger. Goes over a couple of players' heads to the wide side of the 18-yard box, and winning it is Westside Breakers, pushing it upfield now. But stopped there by Cesare. And in the central, Gunners Black with Faber. And on the near side, it goes out of play, lastly knocked out by Sammy Gutierrez. So the Westside Breakers will throw it in, primarily out of West Los Angeles. Got it across midfield. And knocked out. Touch there that time by Claire Chappis. Gutierrez throwing it in on the near side. Quick touch there by Dominguez. And now Dominguez going after it. Valerie Dominguez, her service in the central of the box. She's got a player there, but it didn't get to her as Dorsey got to it first. Dorsey finding a teammate in the central who's trying to get an early ball going, but the deep back were able to win it and push it back upfield. However, they've got Jane Baumgarten on that soccer ball, and then running onto it there was Sarah Gibson for the Gunners Black, pushing it out of play. Throw in for the Westside Breakers at midfield. Off the 50-50 ball. Trying to handle it there was Thibodeau. She wins it, but then loses it. Westside Breakers win the soccer ball, and they lose it out of play on the near side. So it'll be a throw-in. Sammy Gutierrez will throw it in for the Gunners Black. On the near side, she was looking for a teammate there, Dominguez, but she couldn't handle it. Gutierrez has it now. Back to Dominguez, to the central, intercepted though. Dorsey comes into the space nicely that time, putting pressure on Callahan, taking it away down the left flank, trying to get somebody to run onto it, but retreating back is Baumgarten. Or Mika Mooring, that was. Dunbar, and in the 18-yard box, but the save by Caitlin Terrace. The keeper getting her first touch of the match. All the way down on a long ball, and two players retreating back. Krasny was one of them, and on the near side, they forced the Gunners Black to push it out of play. But they're on in their deep third, right next to the corner kicking area. But on it quickly, though, is Dominguez into the box. Off the carom, trying to get another touch, and they do with Faber into the box again. And they got a player there. She shoots and scores. That time it's Clark Brown. So Brown getting the second one. And it is 2-0. And all of a sudden, the Gunners Black putting that ball in the back of the net. Still a lot of time in his soccer match, but the Westside Breakers now have a lot of work to do and try and see if they can cut it in half or to try to tie it up. Dorsey with it. Ashley Dorsey. Trying to get it over to Chloe Klinman. Didn't happen, but they still have it in midfield. The early ball, they were looking that time for Dunbar, but she didn't get it. So it goes back the other way with Dominguez. Dominguez on a soccer ball. Dominguez looking for a teammate, and it is intercepted as they stiffen up in his central defense. And they are there now by the center ref, and it goes awry of the net. Almost worked in favor of the South Bay Gunners Black, but he's part of the field. As getting a shot, but it was a little awry of the net. 2-0. The team in black with the yellow numbers lead in his championship game of the NHB Cup. Foul on the play. It'll be a free kick. Going after it is Samantha On. Will she take the free kick? No, she won't. Her teammate will. As they want to try to get it in the attacking third. The Westside Breakers. Up the central. And a foul is called. It'll be a free kick for the Gunners Black. Great action for both days here in the NHB Cup. The girls' side of the action this weekend. Boys will be next weekend. Down to central and intercepted nicely that time for the Westside Breakers, but they're going to give up a corner kick. Katie Dunbar, or actually Sarah Gibson going after it right now.
Don't. Hey, do the math. 3 against 1 here.
Into the 6-yard box. That's dangerous. And it's a goal. Go, 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 goal. I believe it was Clark Brown, her second goal of the match. And it's now 3-0. South Bay Gunners Black leading in the contest. On it now, Dominguez. Pushing it up that time was Messing in his space. To midfield. Winning it there is Gutierrez.
Push up.
On the far side, touchline, Jordan, or rather Alexis Cesare going after it. Cesare with Dorsey and going down both players. It's going to be a throw-in. As Dorsey knocked it out, or rather Cesare knocked it out. Dorsey has it now, or momentarily. She gave it away. Baumgarten. And then now into the 18-yard box. But Terrace comes off her line. Makes a nice save there. Caitlin Terrace on a bounce. Dominguez, but retreating back nicely was Brooke Tobin on Dominguez.
Ashley.
Marking up well.
Up.
Natalie Jones will be coming in as a substitution for Westside Breakers, placing Ashley Dorsey. throw in for the South Bay Gunners Black. Almost into the 18-yard box. They get in there now, but then it's quickly routed out of there. But they have it again. They've got a player in the 18-yard box, and no, or yes. Yes, in the case of the South Bay Gunners Black, as they're going to get a penalty shot. Or is it right outside? It is right outside, it looks like. Almost inside the box. So no, it's not a penalty shot. But yes, it's going to be a dangerous play here.
Lindsay,
Big opportunity.
How many would you like? Why don't you tell us?
Westside Breakers going to set it up. Young lady's going to set up their wall. And here is Sarah Gibson, and she scores! Sarah Gibson underneath the wall, and it found its way in the back of the net, and it is 4-0. So it was almost that you almost think that the Westside Breakers should have just allowed it to be a penalty shot because the result was the same.
Go to midfield.
Wholesale substitutions coming in for the Westside Breakers.
Come on, girls, play!
Man, the Westside Breakers want to try and see if they can maintain that ball in the defensive half of the South Bay Gunners Black because this match starting to get away from them. Down 4-0. If it hasn't already in some cases because of the score. But in a championship game, two teams are there for a reason, and there's still a lot of time left in this match. So even though there's 4 goals up on the board for the South Bay Gunners Black, can they sustain what they have? Or add to it? Save by Lindsay Avant. She's really had a tough time in this match as they've been able to get caroms, been able to get point-blank shots by her in the net. And one of the things as a keeper, you need your teammates defensively to help you out. And it's been tough for her to be able to get that in this match. Samantha On will throw it in and add attacking third. And they'll say, the center ref says the South Bay Gunners Black will be able to throw it in. Illegal throw in that time. But a substitution is coming in.
Hey, come on, get your heads up and play. Let's go. Forget about the score.
As Valerie Dominguez comes out of the match.
Come on, girls. Get on the board.
And it looks like it is number 19, and that's Essie Bonnie. And she quickly comes into the match and gets a touch onto the soccer ball. Championship match in the girls under 12 here at the North Huntington Beach Cup for 2010. Greg G.K. Porter for LangevinProductions.com. Check us out on YouTube. Just type in Langevin Productions. You'll see some individual player videos along with some team highlights of the past at LangevinProductions.com. Knocked out by Samantha On. Throw in. Sammy Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds the Westside Breakers knocking it back out, so she'll throw it in with more real estate gain toward the 18-yard box. Bonnie going after it, but doesn't get to it as they play really tough at the corner of the box. Westside Breakers. Off of a touch by Faber. But winning it is the Westside Breakers, and they push up the field. Messing was in the area Faber a touch. Now onto the foot of Alexis Cesare. Karam's toward midfield. Pushing up from the back nicely was South Bay Gunners Black. Two players going down on the near side touchline. It's going to be a throw-in for the South Bay Gunners. The Gunners Black are going to throw it in. Substitutions, or a substitution, is coming in for the Gunners Black. In this 4-0 match, they'll be able to throw it in an attacking third with Sarah Gibson. She of the orange cleats, either orange or red there. On the back portion, looked like gray in the first portion. Actually, this turns out to be a free kick. Always dangerous at this locale. Blocked nicely, central of the box, and routing it out of there is Katie Dunbar. She didn't want to play with that soccer ball. She wanted out of the near side touchline. Regroup is the mental thought. The throw in by Sammy Gutierrez. Sammy has her teammate who strikes it, and her teammate had a save that time by Lindsay Avant, going up high. Being able to eye that one as Maddie Kennel is trying to put one in the back of the net. But it is still going to be 4-0 as Avant making a big save. On the run is Bonnie on the near side. Essie Bonnie still strikes it. Essie Bonnie still after the soccer ball. But On plays well there in the space, and it caroms outside the near side touchline. So a good little bit of play there in the space by Samantha on Essie Bonnie. Substitution coming in now for the Westside Breakers. Brooke Tobin is into the contest. On the near side, it goes off of Katie Dunbar. On is in there in the space as they cover. Overlapping cover in the space. And it's now going to be, though, as they knock it past the goal line, a set piece. Sarah Gibson with her team comfortably out in front, 4-0. Here in the first half, though. Intercepted nicely right there, protecting the near post, but she gets it back. And a better one that time. However, they're able to win it and get it out of there in the central of the 18-yard box, near the 6-yard box. Almost another big opportunity as that ball nearly was connected on by Clark Brown. Brown, number 9, in that 6-yard box. Couldn't get to it, though. Maddie Kennel and Dubani in the central of the box. And nicely done by On. She wouldn't allow her a shot that time. Samantha On protecting there in that 6-yard box. If Bonnie can get a strike, going to be a tough play for Lindsay Avant.
Lindsay, it's 4-0. What else?
As Bonnie is taller than
Go make a mistake. Do
Samantha.
something. Come on. Don't worry about it.
But Samantha being tough, marking well. Getting a teammate there just outside the 6-yard box, pushing it out. And the Westside Breakers now winning it again. And it goes off that time of Brendan Knott. So it'll be a throw-in. Visitors from West Los Angeles. The Westside Breakers. On the throw-in. Looking that time for Chloe Kleinman. She didn't get it. However, it's still in the defensive half of the Gunners Black, who haven't had it in their defensive half that much. The Gunners Black will throw it in.
Come on, girls, let's play.
Gunners again. with Sammy Gutierrez. Intercepted to Klinman. When I think of the name Klinman, and when you think of soccer, you start thinking of Klinsmann, that great German player. Off of a bounce. Chloe and company still have it as Messing working with it. Samantha Messing still on a soccer ball, beating one player, but then it gets taken away by Callahan. Peyton Callahan staying with her and winning that soccer ball. And it goes off the Westside Breakers to the far side touchline. South Bay Gunners Black will throw it in. They've had some success recently. South Bay Gunners Black winning a state cup. So they have shown they can do some things in these big tournaments. Pushing it all the way to the outside. The Westside Breakers winning on PKs to get here. And their work duly noted to get in the championship game. But they are up against a pretty good juggernaut in the South Bay Gunners Black. Chloe Klinman trying to make a play. Faber. The touch there by Mika Moore, or by Jane Baumgarten. Going to be a throw-in. Nothing wrong with getting your name as finalist on a trophy. But all players want that championship. What they work so hard for as a team. On. Stopping the soccer ball nicely, getting it to her teammate. Nicely done. Down to central, looking for Klinman. And now into the 18-yard box. And coming out is Terrace. But a nice little play there. Terrace and her team enjoying the 4-0 lead here in the first half. An intercept, though. Getting it over to Baumgarten. Another strike by Jordan Doctor. Looking for Klinman. Can't quite get it. On. Pushes up from the back. Stolen away by Bonnie. Essie Bonnie now on the near side. Can't control it. And he'll give it away. Throw in for Samantha On. On the near side. Going to get it over here to Katie Dunbar. Dunbar back to her teammate. They push it forward. They get another touch. Toward the central now. Running after it is Skylar Waller. Waller trying to push it up forward, but it is intercepted there. Bonnie now on it. Going to go out wide, but it's intercepted. Going after it is Doctor. Goes out of play. Substitution. As Ashley Dorsey coming back in the match, along with Kiana Ferguson. Kiana, the same name as my niece, out in Thousand Oaks area. See me, Val? Throw in now. Sammy Gutierrez. And she does play soccer. ASO. Essie Bonnie. Going after it, but On gets to it first. Retreating back with some speed. Samantha On has done quite a job. And on this right defensive side, really trying to keep this match as close as possible. Defensively. Throw in now. Gutierrez into the box on a bounce. It can't get a subsequent strike. So it goes back out wide. The touch toward the central. Quick touch that time by Faber. She's number 22. Has it now with the red cleats. It trickles back to the center circle towards it. And back toward the defensive third. for Samantha On. Bonnie, a lot of pressure on the near side, but Bonnie knocked it out. Or maybe not. On knocked it out. Brennan Knott throws it in. The Gunners black, and they get a strike, but that one's not going to be close. That one was by Maddie Kennel. Not close enough. 4-0 though, they lead. 6-yard box, goal kick. Working against the wind, Westside Breakers here in this first half. They're going to get the advantage of that in the second half. On. Helping out her keeper and Lindsay Avant. Lindsay getting that ball and pushing it up towards midfield. Bonnie. Kennel. Goes out further wide now for Peyton Callahan. Dropping it back to Kennel. Kennel's got a runner in the box. But getting there first nicely was Natalie Jones. Dorsey. And it goes out of play, so it'll be a throw-in. Still in that attacking third for the Gunners blank. Far side touchline. Toward the box. In the box now. But Natalie Jones getting to it. Trying to push it upfield. Having a little duress there. And it goes out of play, but lastly knocked out by South Bay Gunners blank. Past the goal line, it'll be a goal kick. Which way will Lindsay go with it? To her left or to her right? To her left. As she has numbers there trying to make something happen. And they finally win the soccer ball, push it up to central. However, it comes right back to On. And out of play. Lastly knocked out by Brennan Knott. Samantha On looking for a teammate to come to the soccer ball. Out of her own defensive end. She finds Jordan Doctor. But however, running onto it there was Faber and pushing that ball to the wide. Valerie Dominguez trying to keep it in, but doesn't matter now as the half is over. Tough half for the Westside Breakers of West LA, but they're working against the wind. So let's see what happens in the second half, as they'll have that in their favor. But they've got a lot of work to do, down by 4. The coaches will be talking to the players at halftime, and then we'll be right back with the second half from the Fountain Valley Recreational Center. Okay, and back on the pitch, the Westside Breakers and the South Bay Gunners Black for the second half of action here in this championship match. Girls under 12, NHB Cup 2010, 30 minutes of action. And this time it's going to be the Westside Breakers from West LA going from right to left. and the Gunners have to go against the wind. But they have the 4-0 lead. The goals in the first half, Maddie Kennel scored 1, Clark Brown scored 1, Jessica Thibodeau scored 1, and Sarah Gibson.
Relax, slow down, Sammy. Now go at him.
At midfield, the Breakers now, whom have played better in this tournament. Can they do that here in the second half? At one point, they've beat this South Bay Gunners black team before, but have not been able to get it going in this game so far. So can they change that here in the second half? A quick save as Brennan Knott is the keeper in the second half for the Gunners black. And the first half keeper, Caitlin Terrace, number 27, will be out there on the field or the pitch. Jordan Doctor now dropping it back. Dorsey retreating back with it off the carom. Ashley Dorsey in the central looking for her teammate Skylar Waller, but she couldn't do anything with it as they stiffen up in the back, push it up to midfield. New the Gunners black. On the wide side now for the Gunners black, trying to keep that ball active with Thibodeau. It is going to be a throw-in for Westside Breakers. Down 4-0 here in the second half. Trying to cut into the lead. Goes out of play. But they gain some real estate, the Westside Breakers, and they'll throw it in. Natalie Jones going after it on the far side. You're watching LangevinProductions.com. I'm Greg G.K. Porter, along with Jim Costa on the camera. And that ball just outside the 18-yard box. Strike there by Jordan Doctor, and now a carom. And it heading towards the near side. With it there is Ashley Dorsey. Dorsey and getting it over to Messing. And Messing still on it. And her shot, first shot was blocked. Second one is blocked, and it goes out of play on the near side touchline.
Rose, are you stretched? Or are you stretching?
So it'll be a throw-in for the Westside Breakers from West Los Angeles, primarily. Ashley Dorsey to throw it in. Throw in from near the corner kicking area is knocked out again, and another opportunity. This time it will be a corner kicking try. Ashley Dorsey. Dorsey in a 6-yard box, up over the top of the net. Just couldn't quite bring it down to get it in the back of the net. But not a bad play that time. From the 6-yard, the goal kick upfield. Stopped and kept in the defensive third. So they'll throw it out. South Bay Gunners black from their defensive third. Try to get it upfield, but they can't. As Waller on it. Switching it to this side for the attack. Knocked out, though, by Valerie Dominguez.
Go down line, Sam.
But they'll throw it out of their own defensive half, Westside Breakers. Ashley Dorsey. Who will she throw it to? Looking towards Waller. Jordan Doctor. Goes toward the attacking third. Missed that time by Mika Mooring. And it is knocked out of play by Mooring. It'll be a throw-in. And again, here in the second half, the Westside Breakers playing in the defensive half of the South Bay Gunners black. They didn't do a lot of that in the first half. But if they're to cut into the lead, they need to do a lot of it here in the second half. Westside Breakers now with the soccer ball to Dorsey. Dorsey gets it to a teammate. Switching it to the central. Now over to Waller. And they take it away and push it up the field. But pinching in is Natalie Jones. Into the box. And a save that time by Brennan Knott. They had a runner in the box that time, but not able to make the save. Retreating back was J.J. Whitbroat. Now on the foot of Jordan Doctor, who sweeps it over to a teammate. Looking for Waller. They drop it back. Sophie Krasny up forward. Goes out of play now. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the Westside Breakers again. Natalie Jones will throw it in from the far side touch. Jones in the area of Jordan Doctor was knocked out, though, that time by Lizzie Faber, I believe, for the Gunners Black. So throwing in it again is Natalie Jones. In his face, Westside Breakers trying to win it, that 50-50 ball. And it is going to be a free kick. Free kick into the box. And it goes out past the goal line. Not what they wanted as far as accuracy was concerned. So, goal kick from the 6-yard, but first a substitution for the Westside Breakers, as they're going to get Claire Chappis into the contest. In this 4-0 match that the Gunners Black are enjoying here in the championship game in the NHB Cup. Amongst the last games here this weekend. NHB Cup 2010 for the girls. Ball up the central. Retreating back nicely that time was J.J. Whitbroat. Now up forward. But the field side of the field is reduced that time by Mika Mooring and her teammates. Step over that time by Jessica Thibodeau. To the outside now as they win it and push it up toward that attacking third. Bonnie dropping it off to a teammate and a long distance shot. But it was an offsides call, so it wouldn't have counted if they put it in the back of the net. So a free kick for the Westside Breakers out of their own defensive third, right around there, a few yards away from the box. Up the central on a bounce. It went by Jordan Doctor. Still trying to get numbers onto it, but cannot, as Bonnie goes over to it. And now the soccer ball to Maddie Kennel. But it's deflected all the way back to midfield. Dominguez on the near side. And Valerie was marked heavily that time and knocked it out of play.
Make sure you pick her up.
Ashley Dorsey looking for Samantha Messing.
Tiana, 7 is getting behind.
Knocked out, though,
So the back line has
in a corner.
they have some gaps in the middle, so we need our holding mid to pick her up.
So it'll be a throw-in for the Westside Breakers. Ashley Dorsey into the box. Dorsey now going to strike it back into the box. But quickly the Gunners Black getting it out as soon as it comes in. And a handball, though, going against the Gunners Black. Sophie Krasny is setting it up. Will she take it? They have the wall set up, the Gunners Black. Trying to protect it from Brennan Knott. Keeper. Center ref marking off the distance. Tells them to move back. Krasny is going to take it. to try to beat Knott on a bending ball, and it goes past the goal line. She didn't get it to bend like Beckham. She tried. I'm a little biased there. Beckham playing for my favorite team in MLS, LA Galaxy.
That guy dove into first base one too many times.
We're about ready to get to play again, as on the English side, he wasn't able to play for the English team in the World Cup. Due to injury, Messing on the near side, having a tough time with Dominguez. And it goes out of play as Dominguez knocks it out. Dorsey going to throw it in. Team down by 4. They want to try to get something in the back of the net. Into the 18-yard box. Trying to get another touch. Struggling to do that. But now they stop the soccer ball and they have it. Ferguson and company. Lots of players there, and now pushing up. Reducing the size of the field is Whitbrook. But couldn't get it going any further was Jordan Doctor. However, on the wide, they get a counter, and it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for Westside Breakers again. And they have really played in the defensive half of the Gunners Black here in the second half. A completely different cry than in the first half, using the wind to their advantage. And the sun not in their eyes. As they have stymied the South Bay Gunners Black from getting anything else in this match. But in the world of soccer, when you got 4, that's a very comfortable and almost insurmountable lead. And if you're talking about professional level, it is an insurmountable lead. In the back, get into it, Whitbrook. They strike it over to Waller. Skylar Waller trying to get it to her teammate to the outside. That was Messing, but it was intercepted, and now it still trickles into that 18-yard box.
Keep trying to connect. No bounce.
Brennan Knott, though, handles it with no problems, pushing it upfield. Skylar Waller with Dorsey. Karam's over to the near side with a lot of English on it, and it goes out of play. Lastly, touchdown by Clark Brown. Ashley Dorsey throws it in toward the 18-yard box. Intercepted there in the space, though, and knocked out of play. Be a throw-in, gaining more real estate in the attacking third. Dorsey with a real good throw-in again. And Mooring has to route it out of play, out of the box. Now, similar to a corner kick.
By the goalie.
Dorsey setting it all up. Trying to get as much air as she can in the 18-yard box. Knocked out. Keeps it in, though. Almost a handball. And it is called. Free kick for Ashley Dorsey for the Westside Breakers.
Katie, why a little wider? Start wider.
Ashley Dorsey now with the set piece. The Westside Breakers and the head coach, Mike Page, would like to see one in the back of the net. On the outside, Krasny trying to keep it in, and her teammate, a couple players going down, and it's going to work against the Westside Breakers. On a foul, a free kick. So a free kick in a deep back for the Gunners Black. They get a fresh player into the match. And that is Peyton Callahan, number 6. Pushing it up forward. Gunners Black have had to play in their own half here in the second half. Here's Waller. Waller goes down. Waller gets back up. Waller's still on a soccer ball in the 18-yard box. And they just couldn't quite get another player to touch it that time. But Waller, a good run down to Central, testing the decision-making and the strength of them down to center defense. And now they have to retreat back. But no problem that time for Lindsey Avant. Driving it upfield. Messing from the near side. Wilder goes down. The center ref says continue to play on. Faber. Dorsey. Can't get to it. Brown gets to it and then finds Bonnie down to Central. But getting back is Dorsey. Nice play. However, Faber tried to get to it, but then she was routed off by Natalie Jones, getting over into space. Jones, a good play. Ranging even further wide, and now Natalie Jones again in the corner, protecting in a defensive third. As the South Bay Gunners Black trying to mount some more offensive pressure and try to get a 5th goal in the back of the net. They haven't had a lot of chances here in the second half. Been playing in their own defensive half. Here's a strike, though, but it's going to go to the outside and past the goal line. And so it'll be a goal kick from the 6-yard box. Lindsey Avant teeing it up.
Stop, please. Stop, Jordan.
A couple of fresh players coming in for the Westside Breakers. Ev Hall White
Good work, Jordan.
with the blue Breakers written across their jerseys with Westside on top. Coming in, Samantha On. Chloe Klinman. Intercepted. Staying with it is Messing. Nice job. Winning it into the Central. However, a touch there by Callahan, and it goes into the corner, Dorsey, and it goes out of play. Lastly, touched out by Dorsey, but there are going to be substitutions as head coach, Matt Kennel wants to get a fresh player in. Alexis Cesare will throw it in. If you miss any substitutions, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball. I believe it was Matty Kennel that came in. The header up forward to Klinman. Klinman still trying to handle it, pushes it back. Klinman going after it again with Mika Mooring there. From the back, pushing it up. Nice trap there, or with her foot. Ashley Dorsey and pushing it across midfield. It'll be a throw-in for the South Bay Gunners Black. In your own, no. The Westside Breakers are going to throw it in. Ashley Dorsey will throw it in. Another opportunity here. Get it toward the box. Intercepted by Faber and knocked out of play. The near side touchline right there by the corner kicking area. Be a throw-in. Dorsey will take it in again. Been doing most of the throw-ins in this match. At least here in the second half. Faber winning it. Pushing it out of the box. Bonnie overran it, so Dorsey picks it up. Down to Central. Intercepted and pushed across midfield. But On got to it, but her pass was intercepted, and she's got to retreat back. She's got the speed, though, to get back there, though, along with her teammate that time, J.J. Whitbrook. And it'll be a goal kick. If On didn't have the speed to get back, that was a big play. An opportunity for the 5th goal. Clark Brown comes out of the contest. being replaced by a teammate. Looks like it's Valerie Dominguez. And now into the contest is Natalie Jones again. Paige, or Lindsay Abant, down the right side, and it goes out of play. In their own defensive half from the far side, touch. Throw it in. Bonnie now gets a strike. Looking for a teammate in Dominguez. It didn't get there. Dorsey heading it, but it went behind her. Here's Bonnie. Essie Bonnie to Dominguez. Back to Bonnie, but striking it there is Krasny as they try to continue in the central, and they gave it away. In their own defensive half, try to get a counter going, but here's Waller. Waller looking for Dorsey, and a foul, and it's going to go against Waller. So Skylar Waller, the foul, and it'll be a free kick.
Referee, I didn't see that, but how do we foul somebody when we're passing the ball? I'm just curious. Serious, I didn't see it. Is that a foul? My player's passing the ball and she fouled somebody?
Free kick.
To get out of the way.
Down to Central.
Down when we're passing the ball.
Chappis to on. Into Central. Looking for a player to run onto it, and it's going to go out of play. Too much pace on it to save it. The Gunners Black will throw it in. And every time it goes out of play, every time that ball is in their own half, the Westside Breakers see this one slip away. Dorsey's pass intercepted by Faber. She goes after it again. It's out of play, but he'll throw in as the Gunners Black knocked it out. Westside Breakers throwing it in with Natalie Jones. On the near side looking for Klinman. Was knocked out, though, that time by Alexis Cesare. Time running down. Not a lot of it left. The Westside Breakers would like to try and get at least a couple of goals, making it a more interesting score, as it'll read on the website, NHB website.
Great job, Kiana.
Katie Dunbar all the way down in the box, trying to get another strike, and it just couldn't quite do it. Brennan Knott finding that soccer ball and pushing it upfield to keep her. Down to Central now with Dominguez. Dominguez now still staying after it, and it is knocked out of play. Valerie, a pretty good run down to Central. More to South Bay Gunners Black. Alexis Cesare going to throw it in. Throws it in off of almost a handball, and they're going to call it. Center ref calling that one on Peyton Callahan.
Referee, stop, please.
Going to be a substitution coming in now for Westside Breakers. Jane Baumgarten coming into the contest. Free kick in their own defensive third. Westside Breakers. Waller to Klinman. Chloe can't maintain possession. Got a teammate, Baumgarten, now. Baumgarten up to Klinman. Dispossessed that time. Try it again. Up forward. Running by at that time was Cesare. Now here's Dorsey. And a save. Brennan not making the save as it was down low. And she was able to corral that ball on the low side. Popped up in the air by Dominguez.
get that on video?
Bonnie on the near side. Westside Breakers to Dorsey. Dorsey protecting the soccer ball nicely, but taken away that time by Cesare. However, they win it back. And then Kennel wins it. Kennel dropping it back. Got a teammate. Pushes it out to the wide to Thibodeau.
Okay, extra for that.
And it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Caitlin Terrace has been the keeper in the first half and has played well out there on the pitch in this match. The throw-in by her. Dorsey and Bonnie colliding. It'll be a goal kick. They can use the wind to push it down the field. But not a lot of time left on that clock. That precious time going away. And I'm sure they would like to try and keep the goose egg from being out there. But the South Bay Gunners Black have played a lot more now over the last 5 or 6 minutes in the defensive half of the Westside Breakers. For a while there, they were bottled up in their own half of the field and could not get it out of there. And once they got it out, it went right back in their defensive half. But as they've spread it out a little bit more, holding on to the soccer ball, making it tough, but here's Quinman down the central, but she was marked heavily that time by Cesare and couldn't really get the kind of shot she wanted. Brendan Knott, the keeper, to Dorsey, falling down, and a foul. Natalie Jones going down, smarting there, or the leg area. 4-0, still the score. Substitution, and I'm going to start that free kick again. Youngsters getting started a little bit too soon. Girls Under 12 Championship match running down here in the NHB Cup 2010. With the South Bay Gunners Black comfortably ahead 4-0. They scored all the goals in the first half. As Maddie Kennel scored 1 goal, the second and third goals were scored by Clark Brown, and the last goal scored by Sarah Gibson. As Brendan Knott making a save. Westside Breakers would like to try and score one themselves, but the South Bay Gunners are not obliging. Natalie Jones across midfield. Finds a teammate there, and that's Chloe Klinman. Now intercepted. They got to retreat back. Natalie Jones finds a teammate over to Dorsey, but it went off her heel of her shoe and out of play. South Bay Gunners Black now going to throw it in.
I like that right there. I like it.
And the way it's going, they are going to get that championship hardware in their possession. All the way down to the 18-yard box, but not with time and space able to make the save. Dorsey. Off the foot of Faber, Lizzie Faber. Going after it, Callahan. It goes out of play off her foot.
Keep playing, girls. Keep playing.
Throw in. Cesare. Alexis. Nice throw in, but getting it is Natalie Jones pushing up forward. Now Dorsey across midfield and out of play. So Cesare will get it in again. Near side touchline. The one with the geometric designs of the world's most famous sport. Football in most countries, soccer in this one. And Ashley Dorsey, who was hit by the soccer ball in the face, trying to shake it off, and it does hurt. And she's okay. Center ref saying how many fingers. But that's got to hurt, though. Tough young lady, though, staying it in there. Klinman, Skylar Waller. Down to Central, on. And that's a double whistle, and the champions of the NHB Cup 2010 will be the South Bay Gunners Black. 4-0 over the Westside Breakers of West Los Angeles. All the goals scored in the first half by the South Bay Gunners Black, as I previously mentioned, and Westside Breakers playing well enough in the second half to not allow another goal, but it wasn't well enough to win the championship. We hope you enjoyed all the action here in the championship match. Stick around. The awards presentation will be upcoming, and then we'll get some interviews and closing comments from the young ladies who participated in the match today. Stick with us.
Everybody, thank you very much. First of all, on behalf of NHB, thank you to both teams for participating and both of you having such a wonderful tournament. Maybe the score wasn't as indicative as the skill sets of both teams, especially for Breakers. We had a wonderful tournament. You had a fantastic semifinal win, and a few unfortunate developments with the sprinklers, spending all that extra energy with the overtime and the penalty kicks. You still had a wonderful tournament, and we commend you. And thank you for your participation. Coach, I've given you a finalist. This is just an invitation to a Parade of Champions, and we will. You're welcome to distribute the trophies to your team.
I just want to say, first of all, congratulations, girls, Gunners. You played a phenomenal game. We've played you before. It's always a fantastic game. I'm sorry we didn't give you a great game today, but you guys are a fantastic team, and we know we're going to see each other in league, and I'm sure in the future. And it's fun. It's fun playing against you, and you got a great group of parents and kids. Very respectful group. So congratulations on a great weekend. Told my girls I'm really proud of them. They played some exceptional soccer this weekend, some of the best I've ever seen them. You know, the 8 o'clock game, the first game against Legends, and they hit us back hard in the second half and got a couple goals, but played some really great soccer, and we just hit the wall a little bit, and ran into a pretty good team who came out well. So, but I think we had a fantastic weekend, and we feel real good about going into the league and where we are right now. So congratulations, ladies. Good job. These are too heavy, so I think you're going to have to... No, I'll come to you. You're tired. All right. Yeah, if somebody can hand them to me, that would be great. Let's start with our goalkeeper, Lindsay. Awesome job. Where's Brookie, center back? Played awesome minutes this weekend. Well done. Sophie, best move of the game late there. We got it on film. Natalie, great job. Welcome back. Good to have you back. Playing great. Where's my other defenders? JJ, where's JJ? Here you are. You look like you were holding her trophy. Great job, JJ. Well done. Samantha on. Playing injured. Take care of yourself. Claire, texting her agent right now. Well done. Oh, you're texting Sophie? She's right there. Kiana, great job this weekend. Jane, great goals this weekend. Great addition to the team. Well done.
I have a belly button.
Ashley, scored a big girl goal this weekend. Beauty. Skylar, phenomenal weekend. Superb goals this weekend. Well done.
This looks nothing like me.
Katie Dunbar really stepped it up this weekend. Excellent job. Whoa.
Maybe her nose, but other than that.
Jordan, excellent as well.
Yep, Chloe.
And Chloe, playing up front. I think that's everybody who's here, right? All right, one for Sammy. Congratulations, ladies. Thanks.
Thank you to Westside Breakers again. Very obviously impressive performance by the champions this tournament. Don't believe you gave up a goal even in all 4 of your games. You certainly poured it on today and showed your mettle, and we congratulate South. Gosh, I always get your names wrong, but the black team, the Gunners black team. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well, thanks. Like Coach said, thanks to the Breakers. Another in the many battles, and I think we'll probably meet at some point in the next few weeks here coming up, maybe. But you know, great tournament, girls. Congratulations. Played very well, and you know, same like Coach said, it's always great playing you girls, and the you know, the parents on the sideline are respectful, and you know, thanks for a battle. I know you had a tough morning with the delay and then the overtime and the PKs, but you know, great job. Congratulations for a good weekend, girls.
Thank you.
All right, Gunners Black. Just two weekends in a row, just amazing. We struggled a little bit yesterday, but you know, to win all 3 tournaments we did this summer, to not give up a goal the last 2 weekends, win our last 2 tournaments going into league, things will be a little different. But you know, amazing last 2 weekends. I mean, both sides of the ball, you girls are playing just absolutely phenomenal. So congratulations. Good job, Jack. Proud of the way you're playing and the effort. Okay. Micah Mooring, great weekend. Madison Kennel.
Good job, Maddie.
Lizzie. Essie coming back in the shape. Hearts. Valerie Dominguez, great. Caitlin Harris, awesome weekend in goal. Hard and soul in the back, Sarah. Alexis. Sammy G. Come on up.
Sammy.
Kate, nice weekend.
Good job, Kate.
Brennan, nice.
Good job, Brennan.
great tournament. Thank you very much.
Greg Porter back here with the South Bay Gunners Black. And the ladies have just won the championship of Flight 2. And you are?
Clark Brown, and I'm a forward.
Okay. Clark, talk about how this tournament was for you and your team.
It was really fun. Yeah. I enjoyed it because there was some hard teams, and we battled hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you played really well, too. What school you go to?
Orville Wright.
Okay. Is there a favorite teacher or subject at that school that you like?
Writing.
Okay. That's a good thing to know how to do. All righty. Anything during the summer that you'll remember other than winning the championship, or is it just this?
Oh, yeah, I went whitewater rafting.
All right. So a lot of fun doing that, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let me talk to your teammate. And you are?
I'm Alexis Sessery, and I play right back.
Okay. Alexis, talk about this whole tournament for you.
I think we gave all our heart into it. We tried our best, and when there were hard teams, and we tried to get back up and fight through it.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys played a great game today. You guys stayed on top the whole match. Didn't allow them to get any goals. I heard that you guys didn't give up any goals the whole tournament, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Anything during the summer that you'll remember?
Yeah. Actually, today, after this interview, I'm going to Las Vegas.
Oh, great.
And,
Got family over there?
yeah, my grandpa.
Oh, great.
And I also went to Kauai a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
That was fun.
All right. What school you go to, and you have a favorite subject over there?
Yeah, I go to visitation school, and my favorite subject is literature.
All right. Well, congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you.
And you are?
I'm Caitlin Harris, and I play goalie, defender, and defensive center mid.
Okay. Caitlin, talk about this whole tournament and the way things went for you.
It was a lot of fun. Soccer is so much fun to run around, kick the ball, and the scores came out well.
Win the championship, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like you got a great bunch of teammates here. What was the thing during the summertime that you most enjoyed?
I did junior guards. I competed in Taplin, and our team won seventh.
All right. That's good. That's good. What school you go to? And you have a favorite subject over there?
I'm going to be starting Paris Middle School on Tuesday, and my favorite subject is science.
All right. Good thing to have. All righty. Congratulations. And you are?
Madison Kennel, center midfield.
Okay. Madison, talk about this tournament.
It was my favorite part was when we beat the Westside Breakers because we've lost to them before, and they're a good team, and it just felt good to beat them finally.
So all that hard work that you guys worked on has finally paid off, right?
Yes.
Because you got that hardware in your hand, right?
Yes.
Championship one. All right. All right. Well, during the summertime, what was the thing that you most enjoyed?
Hawaii.
All right.
My trip to Hawaii.
Remember which island or?
Yes, the Big Island, Hawaii.
What school do you go to, and is a favorite subject or teacher over there?
Paris Middle School, and I like math.
All right. Math's good to have. Congratulations on winning the championship. And you are?
I'm Lizzie Fulver, and I play defensive center mid and a little bit of attacking center
Okay,
mid.
Lizzie, talk about the tournament.
Well, it was really fun, and at parts it was challenging, but I think today our hard work paid through.
It did. A lot of hard work and a lot of good play today. Talk about this summer for you.
Well, I think it's been really fun, and I think that I'll most remember my trip to Washington because we had a family reunion up there.
Was that Washington, D.C. or Washington State?
Washington State.
All right, good. I got cousins in the Seattle area. Okay, what is your favorite teacher or favorite subject at the school you?
I like science,
Okay.
and my favorite teacher was probably my first grade teacher.
That sounds great. Congratulations on winning the championship. And some more of the South Bay Gunners next. And you are?
Peyton Cahalan.
Okay.
I play right midfield.
All right. Talk about this tournament.
It was like it was challenging in some parts, and then other parts it got a little bit easier, like as we played easier teams, but we also played some hard teams.
Did your coach say anything coming into this game in the championship, even though you guys have known this team? Did he tell you guys to do anything different against them?
Not really. He just said to try our hardest, and yeah, just play how we usually play.
You guys came out on fire, scoring those 4 goals. What was the thing during the summertime that you most enjoyed?
We went to the beach a lot, and yeah.
That'll work for me, since I live near the beach. What is your school that you go to, and a favorite subject or teacher at that school?
I'm going to go to Paris Middle School, and I like recess the best.
Hey, nothing wrong with recess. Being an athlete, that's a winning combination. Congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you.
And you are?
Samantha Gutierrez, and I play as right back and a little bit of left back.
Samantha, talk about this tournament for you.
It was fun but challenging at times because we had to play some really easy teams and some hard teams.
Okay. What was probably the hardest team in the tournament that you had to play?
I think Westside Breakers.
Okay. All right. I know you said that because you got to see him again. Nice answer. All right. What was the most important thing that you really enjoyed during the summer?
Well, I went to the pool a lot, to my aunt's pool, so it was really fun.
Good deal. What school you go to, and a favorite subject or teacher over there?
I go to Visitation School, and my favorite teacher there is probably my 5th grade teacher.
Congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you.
And another one of the South Bay Gunners, Black. And you are?
Essie Bonnie, and I play forward.
Okay. Come on back over here a little bit. So, Essie, talk about this tournament for you and how much fun it was.
It was challenging. We had many different teams, like the Westside Breakers and others that were tough. And it was fun to hang out with my teammates in between games and to practice.
All right. What was the most memorable or enjoyable thing during the summer for you?
Hanging out with my friends, and when I went to Texas to visit my aunt.
Okay. What city in Texas? Yeah.
Cyprus.
Okay. All right. Is that near Dallas or anything, or Houston, or?
Houston.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's good. What school you go to, and is there a favorite subject or teacher at that school?
I go to Overwright Middle School, and I like math. I like to do math.
It's a good thing. Well, congratulations, Essie, on winning the championship.
Thank you.
And another one of the Gunners, Black. And you are?
Valerie Dominguez, and I play both mid and forward.
Okay. Valerie, talk about this tournament. Obviously, it came out on a positive level for you guys.
It was a great experience, and just to get to know my teammates more.
Okay. All righty. Well, you guys really coordinated really well, and kept in all the games and made sure you came out on top with the championship. Talk about your summer outside of soccer.
Well, it was a really good summer. I went to Santa Barbara and went camping with my family.
Okay. All right. Santa Barbara's a nice place. What school you go to, and is there a favorite subject or teacher over there?
I go to St. Jerome School, and my favorite teacher will be my 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Diogi.
Sounds good. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Another one of the Gunners, Black young ladies. And you are?
Sarah Gibson, and I played center back.
Okay. Sarah, talk about this tournament for you.
Well, it was fun. We had a lot of fun hanging out in between games, and it was definitely great because we kept our shutout record.
Yeah, you guys did in a great way, didn't you?
Yes.
What was the thing during the summer that was also enjoyable?
I hung out with a lot of friends, and I enjoyed that.
Okay. Hey, it's a good thing. You're not going to school. You can hang out with your friends a little bit. Okay. What school? What school do you go to? And is there a favorite subject or teacher over there?
I go to Adams Middle School, and my favorite teacher is probably Mr. Gossett.
All right. Well, congratulations on winning the championship.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And you are?
Micah Mooring, and I play center back right.
Okay. Well, the defense played well, the midfield played well, everybody played well on your team today. Talk about the tournament for you.
I think all of our teammates played really well, and the people who we were playing, we played well. They played well too, and I think I had a really great time.
All right, good deal. During the summer, what was the most enjoyable thing for you?
I went with my mom and my sister to Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh, that's a great place up there. All right, what school you go to, and is there a favorite subject or teacher at that school?
I go to Culver City Middle School, and I like math.
Well, congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you.
All righty. And I believe this is the keeper?
Yes.
Okay. And you are?
I'm Brennan Knott, and I play mid and goalie.
Talk about this tournament for you as playing both out there on the pitch as well as playing keeper.
It was a great experience playing all these great teams because we've come a long way when we played them and we lost to them, and we can always get better.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, this is one tournament, you win the championship, and now you have a goal. You got league play coming up, don't you?
Yes.
Trying to win the Coast Soccer League, right?
Yes.
During the summertime, talk about the fun things during the summer for you.
It was fun hanging out with friends, and I went to Chicago for my cousin's wedding.
All right, the Midwest. My late dad was from the Midwest. What school you go to, and is there a favorite subject or teacher?
I'm starting going to Paris Middle School, and I love math.
All right. That's a good. Congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you.
And another Gunners Black, and you are?
Jessica Thibodeau, and I play left mid.
Okay. Jessica, talk about the tournament for you.
Well, it was fun playing all these hard teams and getting to play Westside Breakers again and winning this time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, try again, and eventually you'll be successful, right?
Yes.
Talk about the summer for you.
Well, it was fun going to Las Vegas for my cousin's birthday and, like, hanging out with friends.
Good deal. What school you go to, and is a favorite subject or teacher over at that school?
I'm going to Paris Middle School, and my favorite subject is math.
Well, congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you.
Okay. And do we have any more of the South Bay Gunners Black, or is that the whole team? Do you guys want to come over and do a cheer? I'll give it to you on 3 for your team if you want to. Or you want to do it for your rest of your teammates and everything? Or do you have a little saying or whatever you guys want to do? All right. All right. I think we're going to get this together. Here we go. This is representing all their teammates. Okay, it's going to be on 3. 1, 2, 3.
When I say Gunners, you say Black Gunners! Black Gunners! Black Gunners! Black! Go Gunners!
Hey, good job, girls. And you just saw the champions and their jubilation in winning the NHB Cup 2010 for the girls under 12. 4-0 over the Westside Breakers of West Los Angeles. We hope you enjoyed all the action here from the Fountain Valley Recreational Center in Fountain Valley, California. And as always, we say take care of yourselves, God bless, and remember to save this one on the hard drive. Bye now.